Schedule a free design consultation, and the more you buy, the more you'll save on blinds, shades, shutters, and more from Budget Blinds. Visit budgetblinds.com today.
And Moses joins us with sports, and round 2 of the AJHL playoffs begin for a pair of rivals tonight.
Bonnyville Pontiacs, Lloydminster Bobcats. Both these teams have had a long history when it comes to the regular season, but actually this will be the first time they're going to meet in the playoffs. Claire Hanna talked to some of our AJHL insiders and got their thoughts on this semifinal matchup.
And welcome to the AJHL panel. We've got Brett Morton, who's an AJHL official, as well as does color commentary for the Lloydminster Bobcats, and Andrew Brethauer, sports editor for the Lloyd Source. Very exciting playoff series coming up. This is the first time the Lloydminster Bobcats and the Bonnyville Pontiacs are ever meeting in playoffs. How is that excitement factor going to play a role in this series, Brett?
I think it's going to be big. You get these teams that are rivals. They've never played in the playoffs. These games mean everything. And this season, they've been back and forth at each other. Bonnyville, they've been selling out the RJ, 1,400 people. I think that's going to be a big thing. And I think Lloyd needs to win a game at home to make sure that when they go to Bonnyville that they're not behind the 8 ball.
And just like you said, they have to win quickly. This is a good Bonnyville team. They've won like 10 out of 14 games. They've never lost regulation so far in the last month and a half. So Lloydminster has to end this streak with them quickly. In game 1, game 2, put some doubt in their mind that they can be defeated. It's imperative. You cannot let a good team like that get more momentum than what they already have. Now,
has anybody in this playoff series from either the Bonnyville Pontiacs or Lloydminster Bobcats surprised you, Brett?
Ashton Clark for the Bobcats for sure. He's a guy, he plays the gritty kind of game, doesn't put many points up, but you look at the first 4 games they've played against Whitecourt, he has 4 points. And he has 1 goal, 3 assists. First game, gets a high stick, loses 3 jibs, comes back, full cage. He does phenomenal for the Bobcats. He needs to continue playing that, putting the puck in the net. I think Bobcats can do good if those 5 guys that are in the top can keep doing what they're doing.
And Andrew, anybody maybe from the Bonnyville Pontiacs you've noticed that are making a big play?
No one really is stepping up because that's what they are. They're a team based on depth, based on balance, and they're such a balanced team from start to finish. And the goal out, they're a great team. And what they've picked up and what they've got from the players is what's executing on the ice, and that's why they're such a great team lately. So nothing surprises me. It's what you expect of a team like Bonnyville.
So now let's go big picture. Who do you think is going to take this series between these 2 rivals?
If Lloydminster can get on them quickly, and that's the thing, they have to put some doubt in their mind in game 1 and 2. I'd take Lloydminster in 6. If they don't put that doubt, it's going to go to 7 maybe, but Bonnyville in 6.
And Brett, who do you think is going to win?
As much as Lloyd's been doing good against Whitecourt, I'm going to go with Bonnyville. I'm going to say probably 5 to 6 games. After they made that Evan Warmington, Luke Mahura trade, Troy Tremblay, they've made big deals. They have been a phenomenal team, and they're tough to play against. And I think they're going to be able to take the Bobcats if the Bobcats don't win, as Andrew said, very quickly.
And quick stat, they have been 10-0-4 in the last month, so definitely a very strong team. But regardless, I think we're going to see an exciting series from both teams. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Claire. Okay, moving on with those Bobcats. They'll be without the services of Bryce Woodward, at least for the first part of the series.
Grab it, and the Bobcats have stole one on the road and take a 2-1 lead. Some extra shots here after the whistle. Mullally suckers Woodward in the face. And Gary.
The 18-year-old was shaken up in last Sunday's 2-1 win over Whitecourt when he was hit along the boards in Game 3. He did not dress for the following game. The forward has 2 goals in the first 2 contests he at least was dressed in. Now, Gary Van Herway says he doesn't expect Woodward to dress for the first part of this series with Bonnyville.
Woody is coming off a little bit of a upper body or head that you just got to go through precautionary stuff, but he's feeling good.
Meanwhile, Evan Schumi practiced in a non-contact jersey, but Van Herway says it's strictly a precautionary reason and is expected to dress tonight. Now to the midget AAA Bobcats. After a heartbreaker in Game 2, the Baker Hughes Bobcats were desperate to keep their season alive, taking on the CAC Gregg Distributors. And with the score 2-1 CAC in the second, Josh Mishner will fire and score to make it 3-1 CAC. Go to the third period now, and a great individual effort from Derek Brown. He'll eventually go between the 2 defenders and buries it for an unreal goal. CAC will sweep the series, winning by a score of 6-1. All right, this is what's going on tonight for local area teams. The Junior B finals are set. Game 1 between Cold Lake and Wainwright gets underway 8:30 at the Peace Memorial Multiplex. Moving on as well to the PWM Steelers. They need a win to stay alive in the second round of the playoffs, facing the Fire in Calgary. The winner of this series will earn a berth to provincials starting March 18th. Meanwhile, the Lloydminster Bantam female Icecats are in the driver's seat, leading their best-of-3 series against Sherwood Park. A win would earn them a berth to the division final, either against St. Albert or Edmonton. And as for the senior men's Sask-Alta championships, the gears now shift to Dewberry after the Mustangs and Hitmen split the opening games in Hillmond. Puck drop is at 8 o'clock. And that is all the time we have in sports. We'll have more Newcap news and weather for you coming up after the break.